Tyler playing first base tonight.
He's made a couple of really nice plays over there.
Swing and a little tap foul. Going to roll over by the Raider dugout. Count holds at 2 strikes. Connor Wild is the pitcher for New Mexico State.
Current pitcher.
Current, yes. 1-2 the count.
We've already seen 2, and I think it's probably a safe bet we'll see a couple more.
Ball hit in the air to right center field. The wind's going to hold it up for the center fielder. He'll make the catch. That is out number 1. Wild came on after the pitcher, Carvajal, was hit by a line drive off the bat of Clay Badalak and had to leave the game. He pitched to Nowak, got him out on a fly ball, and now he's retired Minnick on a fly ball. Pitched to Brett Rogers outside for ball 1. And the left-hander backs him away. That one hit him. Just caught his uniform. So Rogers hit by a pitch. Will go to first base. And the batter is Dean O'Neill. He has struck out and been safe on an error. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Had him way out in front. I think he changed speeds on him there. I think O'Neill was looking fastball and didn't get it.
And there's ball 1. That evens the count up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brett Rogers, the runner at first, with 1 out. Raiders down 3-1 here in the 5th inning. And the left-hander delivers. Ball hit in the air to center field. Again, the wind's going to hold it up. Center fielder Molesky will make the catch in shallow right center for out number 2. And with 2 outs, the batter is Cooper Clapp.
Second baseman, number 4, Cooper.
Raiders have not hit a lot of line drives in this game, and that's
Haven't hit a lot of
night
anything.
like this. That's kind of what you have to do.
Yeah.
Throw to first, the runner back. 2 outs. John's going to run down scores here in the top of the 6th. Ball gets by. And again, Rogers is kind of caught
In between?
Yeah, kind of guessing whether to try and go to second or return to first. He went back to first. Count 1-0 to Clapp. Cooper has walked and grounded out. Did get an RBI on that ground out. The pitch outside, ball 2. Throw to first. Rogers is back. Count 2 balls, no strikes. Strike call, 2-1 to Cooper Clapp. He'll be followed by Von Dolan. Again, the throw to first. Left-hander comes set. And Wild with the pitch. Swung on ground ball right side.
Got
gets through, and around to third will go Rogers. And Cooper Clapp with a single just under the second baseman's glove. So the Raiders have them at the corners now with 2 outs. And the batter will be Brett Von Dolen.
Third baseman,
Von Dolen's got a chance to
Dolan.
get his back into this thing.
Had a chance in the second inning and got a base hit, but the runner was, O'Neill was thrown out trying to score. Von Dolen takes it outside, ball 1. First and third, 2 outs. Brett Rogers over at third and Cooper Clapp at first. Throw to first, runner back. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Raiders trailing 3-1.
Time running at first base, though. Go ahead and run at the plate.
Ground ball left side, backhanded by the shortstop. Long throw, that doesn't get him.
Run scores.
Rogers scores from third. And Von Dolen beats it out. That ball was hit deep in the hole at short. Bondo just beat the throw at first.
Had no chance getting the runner at second base. That was going to be tough to throw out anybody at first base. The way he had to go into the hole on that and the throw he had to make.
So now it's 3-2. Clapp stopped at second. First and second, 2 outs. And the batter is Nathan Brewer. We'll have a visit to the mound.
Nobody been throwing down there.
He might leave the left-hander in to pitch to the left-handed batter.
Well, I don't think he has got much choice because I don't see anybody throwing down there.
In which case, Brewer will get a chance here. He is grounded out and walked. Nathan Brewer, junior, out of Eagleville High School in this county. 267 average, 4 home runs. Son of the Blue Raider Hall of Famer Mudcat Brewer. See if we can get that tying run in. That would be Clapp down at second. The pitch is a strike, caught the outside corner. 0-1. Left-hander Connor Wild on the mound. And the pitch, Brewer took it a bit low for ball 1. 1-1.
Of course, what you want to do if the other guy put up a crooked number in the top of the inning, you want to come back and match it in the bottom.
Pitch is outside. That one bounced into the turf, picked up by the catcher. 2-1 to Nathan Brewer. Lane Akers on deck. 3-2, New Mexico State leading. We're at the bottom of the 5th inning. Outside.
Oh,
very much so. 3-1. Good stop by the catcher,
yeah.
Clisby.
Yeah, if he doesn't stop that, we've got runners at second and third.
So 3 balls and 1 strike to Brewer. The pitch. High, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Batter will be Lane Akers. So Wild has been
A little bit wild.
yeah, you might say that he hit a batter Rogers with one out. Rogers eventually came around to score on Von Dolen's hit. He has just walked Brewer. Lane Akers will step in. Takes the pitch very much outside, ball one.
They still don't have anybody throwing.
Wild comes set. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 runs, 4 hits for the Aggies. 2 runs, 4 hits for the Raiders. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Ground ball. Base hit left field. 1 run scores. Here comes the second runner. The throw will come into the infield, and the Raiders take the lead. 4-3.
That ball just found the hole between the third baseman and the shortstop. Wasn't hit that hard, but it just in the right place. And with 2 outs, you've got the runners moving, and that allows Cupper Clapp and Brett Von Dolen to score. And Nathan Brewer goes to second base.
So now, first and second, 2 outs for Clay Badalak, who is 2 for 2. Left-hander turns and fires back to second base.
And we retake that lead that we lost in the top of this inning.
So the Raiders on top now, 4-3. Chandler Alderman's off the hook. It's going to be Landon Birch's game.
Why didn't he do a great job of coming in, shutting things down in the top of the 5th inning?
There's a little swing and bunt that's fouled off. Strike 1. I think he just fought that pitch. It looked like a swing and bunt, but he just kind of fought that inside pitch off. 1 strike to count. Pitch to the plate. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
When he's been outside, he's been way outside, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Wow.
Making his catcher Clisby work back there. 1-1. Pitch inside, ball 2. 2-1 down to Badalak. It's funny, they don't have anybody throwing down there.
Nope. And this is the 8th batter of the inning.
There's a strike right down the middle. Badalak take it all the way. 2-2. Clay is a grad student. And the pitch to the plate. Ground ball to second. Throw to first, and that will retire the side. So Lombardi made the pickup and the play. But in the 5th inning, the Raiders come up with 3 runs to take the lead. 3 runs on 3 hits, and they leave a pair on base. So we have completed 5 full innings. Middle Tennessee 4, New Mexico State 3. We'll take a break. John will run down scores when we come back on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Top of the hour. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Raiders leading 4-3 as we start the sixth inning. We'll hold those scores for another half inning or so as they're ready to go here in the sixth inning. Lombardi will stand in against Landon Birch. And the pitch to the plate is inside for ball one. Lombardi has grounded out and been hit by a pitch.
So this is Birch's ball game now.
He's the pitcher of record right now. There's a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he came into a tough situation in the top of the fifth inning and pitched out of it. Got all 3 outs, kept him off the board.
Pitch comes in high, ball 2, 2-1. Yeah, you're right. It is rather a slender crowd tonight at the ballpark.
Yeah, there's a called strike. Started out to be reasonable given the weather conditions, and I think that first bit of rain moved some folks to decide they needed to go have supper at home.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch inside, ball 3.
And then as the temperature dropped, the crowd dropped.
Teams will play tomorrow in the afternoon at 3 o'clock. We'll have our broadcast at 2:45 for game 2 of the series.
Tyler Minnick decided that he needed to come in and talk to his pitcher. Oh, I think they were getting close to a pitch clock violation. Birch has a way of doing that, getting deep into that clock.
So the count is 3-2, and that would have meant a base runner because
that's right.
That would have been ball 4. And the pitch. Ground foul past third. Going to kick off the dugout railing, roll out into the outfield where Nathan Brewer will retrieve it. So we'll do it all over again.
Yeah, give him a chance to get back in position and start that pitch clock again.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Lombardi. Leading off here in the sixth inning. That's ball 4, just a bit high. Leadoff walk to Lombardi. And the batter will be Campbell. The designated hitter, Bryce Campbell, 0 for 2.
Designated hitter number 20, Bryce Campbell.
Campbell, a native Californian out of Turlock, California. Modesto Community College, second year at New Mexico State. Comes into the game with a .257 average.
Still nothing happening in that Aggie bullpen. That kind of surprises me.
First pitch, I thought he was calling a strike, but it's on the board as a ball. So I guess it didn't go through with that strike call. There's ball 2.
That was definitely a ball. Nobody would have mistaken that one.
2 balls, no strikes to Campbell. There's a strike. Yeah. 2-1. Campbell's year was cut short by injury last year, missed the last 39 games with an injury, but he hit 294 with 6 homers for them. The pitch. And he went around.
Oh, yeah.
He 2-2. Tried to hold back.
Did he tip then? I thought I heard a sound like a ball tipping off a bat.
He would have had to have had a longer bat to tip that.
Oh, you think? I say, are you saying I'm just hearing things?
Throw to first, the runner back. 2-2. Raiders were swept last year at New Mexico State.
That's a tough place to go play, isn't it?
It is. The wind blows all the time. Now, the wind's blowing here tonight, but it blows all the time out in New Mexico. And I recall going to the airport after the last game. We had caught in a bad sandstorm.
Oh, wow.
2-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. And that is out number 1 here in the 6th inning.
Ground ball gets us out of this now.
Second strikeout for Landon Birch. The batter is Brandon Clisby, the catcher. Clisby is a redshirt freshman from Alamo, California. Second year. He's redshirted last year, so has no stats coming in. There's a strike call. He's hitting .324. And a big guy for a catcher, stands at 6'2".
Oh.
Runner at first. Pitch outside, 1-1. Raiders leading 4-3. We're in the 6th inning.
There aren't that many 6'2" catchers.
Birch comes set. And the pitch. Popped up in the infield. Second baseman Clapp has got the range. He's got it for out number 2. 2 down. John, the Raiders had leads late in each of, or in 2 of the 3 games in Missouri, and lost
Third baseman number 2, Camden.
all 3 games, but lost the lead in the 8th inning of the first game and in the 7th inning of the 3rd game. So they've got to figure out a way to win those games and hold on to leads once they get them. There's a strike called to Kaufman.
Well, one of the ways you hold on to lead is add on to your lead. So that means we'll be going back to the top of the lineup in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No way get it started with something. We could put up another 3-spot or 4-spot. How about an 8-run inning like the Cardinals had yesterday?
1-1 the count. 2 outs, runner at first. Pitch is outside for ball 2, 2-1. Watch any of the Giants and Yankees game the other night?
No.
7-0. Yankees win, and that was Tony Vitello's debut as a professional baseball coach, the former Tennessee coach.
Well,
here's the pitch.
that's what he gets for getting above his raisin, huh?
3-1. You know, Netflix did that game, and it was just a big Netflix show. If you understand what I mean.
I do.
A lot of inside promotions. There's ball 4.
Well,
had people there who had no relation to the game of baseball, and they were on camera a lot, and actually missed some of the game action because of that. Jerry Myers out to the mound.
Let me catch those scores while he's doing that. Couple of finals this afternoon. Liberty hosting FIU. Liberty a 4-3 winner. Up in Delaware, Kennesaw State a winner 8-1. The other games going on. This one is an interesting one, Dick. Jacksonville State visiting La Tech. Jacksonville State, of course, is 6-0 coming in. They're leading 1-0 in the top of the 6th. Western Kentucky, Sam Houston at Sam Houston, no score, top of the 6th. And in the last game, I'll get that after this pitch.
Sorlozano had a double and drove in 2 runs his last at bat. Pitch is swung on, ground ball to Badalak, over to second, out, and the inning is over.
And that last score, Dallas Baptist hosting Missouri State. Dallas Baptist on top 4-1, top of the 6th.
The score is brought to you courtesy of the Daily News Journal. So in the inning, no runs, no hits. There were a couple of walks and 2 men left on base. We will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Middle Tennessee 4, New Mexico State 3. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll have the top of the batting order up for the Blue Raiders. The left-hander Connor Wild is still out there for New Mexico State.
One score I didn't give you, and that's softball. The Lady Raiders visiting Sam Houston, and that's a final. Sam Houston wins 2-0.
Okay.
I think that catches us up with everything.
First pitch into Owen Nowak is ball 1. Owen 0 for 3. Hasn't had many hitless games as a Blue Raider. There's ball 2. In fact, he upped his average to 400 in the Missouri State series, but it's dropped down below that now. There's a strike call, 2-1. Owen has grounded out, flied out twice. Flied to right and to left. Check swing and a strike call, 2-2.
Tell you, we've got some good matchups in Conference USA this weekend. I like that Jacksonville State Louisiana Tech.
Ball hit on one hop to the first baseman, dives for the base, and Solorzano wins that race to get the out at first.
Well, Wild did not do a very good job of getting over there.
That ball was hit so sharply, maybe he just didn't have a chance. but one out, and the batter will be Tyler Minnick. He's walked twice, scored a run.
Of course, one of the things that makes that a tough play for the first baseman is knowing it's got pretty good speed.
Pitch is low, ball one to Minnick. Raiders leading 4-3. And a strike called. 1-1. Wild came in and got the last out. In fact, that was Nowak in the fourth inning. Pitched the fifth. The Raiders got to him for 3 runs.
Yeah, he ended up facing 8 batters in that inning.
Strike called to Minnick. 1-2. A swing and a miss struck him out. It's the first strikeout for Wild. And with 2 outs, the batter is Brett Rogers. Rogers has walked, been hit by a pitch, and grounded out. Has scored a run.
Wild went 4 innings in his last outing. He's gone 4 innings 3 times. Only one of those was a start.
Rogers takes a strike, and it's 0-2. Pitch outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So it looks to me like they're going to try and eat some innings with Wild.
Swinging a tap foul. That one rolls over in front of the Blue Raider dugout. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball hit sharply. Second baseman backhands it. Lombardi over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 6th inning. Nothing across for the Raiders. Totals after 6. Middle Tennessee, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. And New Mexico State, 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. 4-3, the Raiders lead it after 6. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit ChooseChip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the 7th inning with the Raiders leading by a score of 4-3 over the Aggies of New Mexico State, who beat the Raiders in all 3 games last season out at Las Cruces, New Mexico. Those scores were 6-1, 10-0 run rule game, and 16-8 in the final game. For the Aggies, this is Tackless, the left-handed hitter, to lead off the 6th inning, or the 7th inning rather, against Landon Birch. His first pitch, outside, ball 1. Birch has thrown 2 innings in relief of Chandler Alderman. He's walked 3, struck out 2, but has not given up a hit or a run. A swing and a foul. That one's out of play. Count will be 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, you mentioned those 3 losses a year ago. Earlier, you mentioned that Middle is 1-0 against New Mexico State in tournament games. And you said I was going to talk about that, but I didn't get a chance.
2 balls and a strike.
You got to go all the way back to 2005 for that game, though.
And Birch with a 2-1 pitch, ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. That'll be the first hit off Birch. Solid single into right center for Tackless. And with nobody out, the batter will be Molesky.
The game was down in Miami at FIU. And we played at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I know everybody loves to play baseball at 9 o'clock in the morning, right?
One of those tournament deals.
That's right.
Throw to first, runner back. Oh, Matt Scott was the Blue Raider pitcher.
Matt Scott was the Blue Raider pitcher, and it was kind of interesting because New Mexico State had finished the regular season here in Murfreesboro, and we'd swept them 3 games. And we go to the tournament, and Matt Scott was pitching.
And Birch delivers a strike to Molesky, 0-1.
Matt Scott had a perfect game going into the 7th inning. Ended up giving up 2 home runs back-to-back. Only 2 hits he gave up all day. Raiders won that one 8-2 on a 2-hitter.
Here's the pitch. Driven down the right field line. That's trouble. That's fair. The runner's rounding second on his way to third. They're going to wave him home. And this is going to be a tie ball game. That's going to be a triple for Molesky down in the right field corner. And Tackless scores all the way from first. And we're tied at 4. And they've got a runner at third with nobody out. It's only the second hit off Birch. They both come in this inning. The first run. So a runner at third, no outs. The Raiders bring the infield in. The batter is Boston Vest. Has a double in 3 trips. 4-4. Time called.
Colin Kerrigan throwing in the Raider bullpen.
Jerry Myers will make a trip to the mound.
And Kerrigan's ready to go.
Our trainer's coming out. Might be something wrong with Birch. Blue Raider trainer Yusiki Okada is out on the mound with Coach Myers. And see if something is wrong with Birch. Game has been tied 4-4 now in the top of the 7th inning. And New Mexico State has a runner at third with nobody out. That'll go down as a triple for Molesky.
Now Jerry Myers is talking to the first base umpire.
And I don't think we're going to have a pitching change.
No.
Raiders had to bring the trainer out.
Yeah, I think what he was making sure of was that he was not going to be charged with a mound visit.
The signal came from Cooper Clapp at second base to call timeout and walk to the mound. So he obviously spotted something that didn't look exactly right to him. So Vest stands in now, and the pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. Strike one.
Infield is in, as you mentioned.
Kerrigan in the pin for the Raiders. And the pitch is swung on, hit in the air to center field. They'll probably get a run in. Nowak fires to the plate. It's off the mark, and the run will score to make it 5-4 New Mexico State. If the throw had been on the mark, I think the run would have still scored.
I think so.
A sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Vest.
Right fielder number 39, Easton Dooley.
So now the bases are empty with one out, but New Mexico State has taken the lead 5-4 in the seventh inning.
And they've finally got folks down in their bullpen. They've got a right-hander who has just started to throw.
This is Easton Ruley, and he drives one in the right center. That is going to get through and to the wall. Ruley's on his way to second, and the throw comes in. It will be a stand-up double. It's his second double of the game.
You know, Dick, I think that the wind must have had some effect on that ball, because the route that Brett Rogers took was not what you would normally expect to see from him.
Jerry Myers out of the dugout, and we'll have a pitching change here.
He made the call as he crossed the line.
So we'll have a pitching change coming up. We'll take a break. Come back and tell you about our new pitcher when we come back. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's Locker Room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's Locker Room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
So the Raiders have fallen behind here in the seventh, 5-4, and Landon Birch is out of the game. The left-hander John Michael Pickens will check in.
Making his ninth appearance, he has thrown 17 innings, given up 5 runs, 4 of them earned on 19 hits, 6 walks, 10 strikeouts. He's got a 2.12 ERA with no decisions and 1 save. They had originally had Colin Kerrigan throwing, and then Pickens must have been up behind the pole where I couldn't see him.
Well, he's not a huge target out there to see. 5'11", 190. He is a junior from Hueytown, Alabama. Went to Shelton State Community College, and in his first year with the Blue Raiders. He will face Lombardi here with a runner at second and 1 out. And the Raiders now trailing by a run. Throw to second, runner back.
That is great, though, that Coach Myers has 2 really nice-looking left-handers he can choose from. It wasn't that many seasons ago that we went through the whole second half of the season with no left-handers.
First pitch, a strike call to Lombardi, 0-1. Pickens pitched in the first game of the series out in or up in Missouri. Pitch inside, that hits the turf and bounces all the way to the backstop. That'll be a wild pitch. And that will advance the runner at second, Rulli, over to third. And the count will be 1-1.
Kerrigan back throwing.
So now with the runner at third, the infield again is drawn in for the Raiders. Runner at third with one out. 1-1 the count to Lombardi. Inside, ball 2. Where he tried to throw the previous pitch, but he threw it into the turf and it skipped back to the backstop. 2 balls, 1 strike. Left-hander comes set and check swing on appeal. It's ball 3. 3-1. Three-one delivery. Strike 2 called. That's the spot where he wanted that last pitch.
I suspect we're going to see a right-hander from the Aggies when we get to bat in the bottom of the 7th.
3-2 pitch, swung on, foul to the screen. Count holds at 3-2.
Infield still in, or back in.
5-4, New Mexico State leading. We're in the top of the 7th. And ball 4, low and inside. He walked him. First and third now. The infield will back up now and play for a possible double play. If we could get a ground ball, that would be huge. First and third. Still just 1 out. The batter is Campbell, who has grounded out and struck out twice.
I would take either one of those results right now.
Big right-handed batter. The pitch to Campbell, that is right in there for a strike, 0-1. Pickens gets ahead in the count. And the pitch to the plate is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a strike at the knees. The count will go to 1-2 on Campbell.
That was a nice breaking ball.
Pickens has the sign, comes set, misses high and inside, ball 2. 2-2. Pickens get that fastball up in the upper 80s. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And low and inside, ball 3. So he's run the count full on both batters that he's faced. He walked Lombardi on a 3-2 pitch. And now it's 3-2 on Campbell. And the pitch is swung on, and
that was the
where
bat.
Did the bat went?
The bat ended up down in the dugout, down at the far end of.
That's a strikeout. I thought that was a foul ball, but it was the bat that flew down the very end of the New Mexico State dugout. That's a strikeout for out number 2. And the batter with 2 outs is the catcher, Clisby. Has a single in 3 trips, a right-handed hitter.
We've got a screen back, but it only goes halfway down the dugout.
Swinging a foul back, strike one.
So it got into the dugout. Then, well, the screen is in line, so it was going to go anyway.
One strike to count. Pickens with the pitch. The runner on first goes, and that's a foul back to the screen, 0-2. Runner at first was off with the pitch. He has to go back to first. First and third, 2 outs. 5-4, New Mexico State leading. Pickens comes set, and the pitch to the plate is high. Ball one. 1-2. Check of the runners. And the pitch. And struck him out with a high fastball. Pickens comes in. Although he walked the first man he faced, he strikes out the next 2. Good job out of the bullpen. In the inning, 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 stranded. 7th inning stretch time at the ballpark. It is New Mexico State 5 and Middle Tennessee 4. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Stand the playing of God Bless America. Fans standing for the music and the 7th inning stretch. Before the game, we had a bunch of youngsters come on the field. They were scouts, according to Mr. Calla, who was absolutely correct there. And we had the first pitch thrown out by Kennedy Garrett. And the youngsters had a big time here. I expect most of them are tucked in their beds by now. So we've just about got all of our scores in. Have you got any of the later scores?
Yeah, down in Huntsville, Texas, that's Sam Houston, Western Kentucky. Sam Houston finally scored a run in the bottom of the 7th. That ball game is 1-0 Sam Houston. They're in the top of the 9th with 1 out.
A little bit of a pitcher's duel down there.
How about that one? Down in Dallas Baptist, they're in the top of the 8th. Dallas Baptist on top of Missouri State 5-4. I was the other one that was really of interest is that Jacksonville State Louisiana Tech game.
Here is Dean O'Neill to lead off for the Raiders in the 7th inning, and the first pitch to him low for ball 1, and the left-hander Wild is still out there. 1 ball, no strikes.
I think the last time score I gave you on that one was 1-0 Jacksonville State. It's still 1-0, and they're in the bottom of the 8th inning.
There's a strike, 1-1 to O'Neill.
And we go to Jacksonville State next weekend.
Ground ball to short. Vest up with it, throw to first in time. One up, one out in the 7th inning. That will be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series as Easter comes on Sunday. Will not play on Easter Sunday. So we'll have games on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from Jacksonville, Alabama. Clapp takes the first pitch, low for ball one. Cooper has a single in 2 trips and has a walk.
That right-hander's still throwing in the Aggie bullpen.
There's a strike called, 1-1. Clapp drove in the Raiders' first run in the 3rd inning, and then was instrumental in the 5th inning when we scored 3. There's ball 2. 2-1. 1 out, bases empty. Raiders down by a run, 5-4. Outside, ball 3, 3-1.
Need some base runners.
Wild is pitching in his 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. And that is ball 4. Now we do have a base runner. Tying run is at first with 1 out. Second walk given up by Wild, who was also hit a batter. And here's Brett Von Dolen, has 2 of the Raiders' 5 hits in the game.
And I think we're going to see the right-hander.
He also has driven in
In fact,
a run.
he's already called for him.
So we're going to have a pitching change here for the Aggies. We'll take a break, tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Well, the new pitcher for the Aggies is going to be right-hander Jack Turner. He is a senior from the state of New York, Sayville, New York, and a junior college pitcher as he's now in his 2nd year with the Aggies.
Making his 7th appearance, all in relief. He's thrown 20 in the 3rd innings, given up 17 runs, 15 earned on 27 hits, 11 walks, 28 strikeouts. Got a 6.64 ERA, a 2-2 record with 1 save. Opponents hitting .314.
And he becomes the 4th pitcher used by New Mexico State in this ball game. Batter will be Brett Von Dolen. He'll get the honor of facing it'll be the first Blue Raider to face Turner. Clapp is at first base, represents the tying run. There's 1 out here in the inning. They will set their infield in double play depth. Turner comes set. First pitch in for a strike.
Numbers on Connor Wild. He goes 2 2/3, gives up 3 runs, all unearned on 2 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip at the plate, 0-2. This guy's pretty quick to the plate. He kind of slings it up there. A little bit of an unusual delivery. He's ahead of Von Dolan, 2 strikes. And struck him out on a very, very bad pitch outside. Chased a pitch that was way off the plate. That's 2 outs. And the batter is Nathan Brewer.
Left fielder, number 8, Nathan Brewer.
Brewer tonight has walked a couple of times, has grounded out. Clapp at first base with 2 outs. And the pitch. Strike at the knees, 0-1.
Guys coming in throwing hard.
That pitch at 92. Swinging a fair ball. Down the left field line, rolling in the corner. Here comes Clapp. They're going to wave him. And stopping at second base with a game-tying double. Nathan Brewer hit it between the bag and the third baseman, and not fair by much. But you don't have to be fair by much, do you, Don?
You know, you don't. And the width of an atom will do it, won't it?
So Brewer with a double to tie this game at 5 apiece. He's at second base with 2 outs. That run will be charged to the previous pitcher, Wild.
That closes the book on Wild.
And the batter will be Lane Akers. And he takes the strike. This guy's thrown nothing but strikes coming in, but he might have thrown one too many.
Wild goes.
Brewer. Whoop. 1 strike to count to Akers. The pitch, foul to the screen, 0-2.
Wild goes 2 2/3 innings, gives up 4 runs, only 1 of them earned on 2 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout.
I have him giving up 4 hits. Let's see.
Is that right?
1, 2, 3.
That's right. No?
No, 3 hits.
The score.
He gave up.
Statmaster's got him with 2 hits.
Clapp single, Von Dolan single, Akers single. I have 3 hits. I don't know.
Well, I agree with you unless they've changed.
There's a pickoff play at second. The runner's back.
I think you're right.
Count is 1-2 to Lane Akers.
I think the stat machine is wrong.
Is that what you have in your book?
That's what I have in my book, yeah.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Lane Akers. And struck him out on a pitch that was a mile outside. I don't know what we're swinging at up there. That's all in the 7th. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 left. So Turner comes in and strikes out 2 and retires the side. But we played 7 here, and we're all tied up at 5 apiece. As we go to the 8th inning, you're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
We go to the 8th inning in a 5-5 ball game. John Michael Pickens on the mound for the Raiders. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Camden Kaufman leads off for the Aggies in the 8th inning. First pitch from Pickens, right in there for strike one called.
Got a final from down in Texas, in Huntsville, Texas. Sam Houston 1, Western Kentucky nothing. How about that?
Here's the pitch, swung on and missed, strike two. 0-2 the count. Kaufman has walked all 3 times he has been up, so he has no official at-bats in the game. Takes this pitch high for ball one. How do you walk a pitcher a guy 3 times that's hitting 163?
I don't know.
Here's the pitch. Ground foul, just foul past third. The count will hold at a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you just trying to be too careful with him, or
no, John.
You're afraid he's going to get healthy on you? I don't know.
That's baseball.
It is baseball.
One of those times he walked, he came in to score. Count holding 1-2. And the pitch. High, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He may be batting leadoff tomorrow.
Stranger things have happened. Well, for one thing, we'll be starting a right-hander tomorrow, so that'll change.
Ball 3 is high, 3-2. We're going to walk the number 9 hitter for the 4th time. Stay tuned. Full count, 3-2. The answer to that is yes. We walked the number 9 hitter 4 times tonight.
I don't know how you do that.
That's something else that you seldom see. Second walk given up by Pickens, and the runner at first. The batter will be Solozano.
How many times have we said this is a weird ball game?
A bunch. Leadoff batter 1 for 4. Had a double back in the 5th inning. Drove in 2 runs. Throw to first, the runner back. Pickens with a good move to first. Checks that runner and delivers to the plate, and that is a ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Solozano. Kerrigan still throwing out in the pen along with somebody who's behind the pole, but we can't see. Throw to first, runner back. I'm thinking it may be Dobbs, but I'm not sure. One ball, no strikes. That's a strike, caught the outside corner, 1-1. Steve Solozano. This is a local boy makes good story out of Las Cruces. Played high school ball there. Swinging a foul, it's 1-2. It's his 3rd year with the program. And he's been a good hitter, John, every year. 327 as a freshman, 335 as a sophomore, 354 now as a junior. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a throw to first, runner back. And he does have a key hit for them tonight. The 5th inning double that drove in a pair. The 1-2 pitch hit in the air. That is going to drift over, foul into the grandstand, or miss the grandstand.
It hit something out there.
Count holds at 1-2.
There's a young man that's decided to go explore. See where that ball really did land.
Pickens comes set. And the pitch to the plate is high, outside, ball 2. 2-2. Boy, that wind has not lit up for the entire game, John.
It has not.
Look at that flagpole in center field.
Well, I can barely see it because it's right straight in my face.
Swinging a foul out of play. That's why the outfield's playing so shallow. The wind's blowing in. Count 2-2 to Sorlizano. And the pitch. Drilled foul off the dugout fence in front of the New Mexico State dugout. Down the third base side. Carom's off into foul ground. Count holding at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. He went to 3-2 on Lombardi in the last inning, walked him. 3-2 to Campbell, struck him out. 3-2 to Kaufman.
Coach and
walked him.
Coach
and now
wants to have,
3-2
yeah, Coach wants to have
Sorlizano.
Coach wants to have a discussion there. We got another final down in Dallas. Dallas Baptist holds on and defeats Missouri State 5-4.
I knew that was going to be a good close series. Missouri State hosted Oklahoma State Tuesday night after we left and beat them 16-4.
Wow.
Another 3-2 pitch, low and inside. No, called a strike. Strike 3.
Our fans are happy about that.
A delayed call by the plate umpire.
Very delayed.
That's out number 1. That's a big out. Pickens not afraid to come inside to that hitter and got that inside corner and got the call. 1 out. Toklas, the batter, has 2 singles and 3 trips plus a walk. Throw to first, runner back. That's a big strikeout. Sorlizano's probably their best hitter.
I think Solizano was a little bit surprised by that call.
Throw to first, runner back. So it's a lefty-lefty matchup. Just one left-handed hitter in that New Mexico State lineup now, and that's Toklas. Pitches inside, ball 1. Molesky, the next hitter, is a switch hitter. Everybody else bats from the right side. A swing and a miss.
Boy, that was a big swing.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I think he was looking fastball and ended up with the slider. Had a 10-mile-an-hour difference. That was certainly his fastball swing.
1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch just missed outside for ball 2. 2-1. Ball 3 is down low, 3-1. Five to 5 game. We're in the top of the 8th inning. New Mexico State with a runner at first and 1 out. 3-1 pitch, high inside, ball 4. 2 walks in the inning. Raider pitchers have walked 9 men tonight.
Oh, that drives Coach Myers crazy.
And that's not typical of our pitchers.
No, absolutely not.
Have to give New Mexico State hitters credit for being patient at the plate.
And here comes Coach Myers. He's not that patient. Who we're going to see? I think we're going to see the right-hander.
The left-hander.
Left-hander, that's right.
Colin Kerrigan will be coming in, I think. We'll take a break, and while this pitching change takes place, we will let you listen to this. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Five to 5 game. Colin Kerrigan taking his warm-up tosses. He'll be pitching to the switch hitter Molesky, who will undoubtedly turn around and bat right-handed.
Kerrigan making his 10th appearance. He's thrown 16 2/3 innings, given up 8 runs, 6 of them earned on 15 hits, 5 walks, 17 strikeouts, a 3.24 ERA, a 1-1 record with 1 save.
His last outing was on Friday at Missouri State in relief of Alderman. Went 2 2/3, gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, and was the losing pitcher in that game.
John Michael Pickens goes an inning, no hits. At this point, no runs, but those 2 runners belong to him. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts.
Kerrigan will face Molesky, who is 1-for-3 with a triple. And that came in the 7th inning and drove in a run. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Runners go. Throw to second. Safe.
The double steal works.
That's the second time tonight they've pulled a double steal.
I thought he had a chance at the runner at third.
Well, I was wondering why the throw went to second instead. So the infield has to pull in now with a strike one count on the batter. And now strike two as the pitch is called a strike. Molesky didn't think so. He backs out of the box. Runners at second and third. Kerrigan, a long look in.
You better get this off.
Steps off the rubber.
Yeah, he was about to have a pitch clock violation. He was down to 1 before he stepped off.
Left-hander comes set. And the pitch. Outside. Into the turf. Blocked by O'Neill. 1-2. So Kaufman led off the inning with his 4th walk of the game. And after Sorlizano struck out, Toklas walked. And then they had a double steal. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Molesky goes down on strikes. Big strikeout for Kerrigan because the infield could now back up and play normal.
Right. And Molesky had that big triple in the 7th inning to drive in a run. So I'd just soon see him on the bench.
Here's Vest as a double, has also hit a sacrifice fly to drive in a run. Right-handed batter takes the first pitch, and it's ball 1. The left-hander Colin Kerrigan on in relief. The pitch outside, ball 2, 2-0. Kerrigan is the 4th pitcher used by the Raiders tonight. New Mexico State has also employed 4. 2 balls, no strikes to the batter Vest. Ball 3 is low and inside. Well, now you don't want to load the bases up here. But that's what's going to happen unless he can throw a strike to Vest. And there is strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Vest taken all the way. Line drive right field, but right at Rogers. He'll make the catch shoulder high, and that will retire the side in the 8th inning. So a threat, but no more. No runs, no hits, and 2 men left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still Middle Tennessee 5 and New Mexico State 5. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball. Brom Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit ChooseChip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Raiders and the Aggies tied at 5. Clay Badalak, who has a couple of hits tonight, out of the number 9 spot will lead it off for the Raiders, and then the top of the batting order, Nowak and Minnick against the right-hander Jack Turner. Oh, he had the Raiders swinging at everything, and when he came in the 7th inning, struck out Akers, struck out Von Dolan on pitches way out of the strike zone.
They must have been doing some moving on him.
Here's Badalak. First pitch is high for ball 1.
That was the right-hander that has been throwing in the Raider bullpen is Mason Dobbs.
And the pitch to the plate, in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Badalak.
I know his grandmother's listening to us.
Oh, yes. She doesn't miss a game.
I got a nice email from her today.
The pitch outside.
She knows how to get in touch with Murfreesboro other than through the old pro13 at gmail.com.
2-1 the count. Swing and a miss, and the count goes to 2-2. Turner, the right-hander, with a pitch. Swing and a foul back. Count holds at 2 balls, 2 strikes. This pitcher's bringing some heat up there. That pitch was at 93. Low and inside, ball 3. So a full count. 3-2 to Clay Badalak.
Walk him.
Low and inside, and he did walk him. That's good plate discipline by Badalak. So he represents the go-ahead run. And the batter is Owen Nowak, 0 for 4. Slide out twice, grounded out twice.
Let's put up 3 or 4 in this inning, have a 1-2-3 ninth, and go home.
Turner comes set. Pitch outside, ball 1. Nowak squared the bunt. Took it. 1 ball, no strikes. Third baseman in on the grass already. And the pitch. There's the bunt. Pitcher picks it up. He'll go to first. That's a successful sacrifice bunt. Badalak to second. 1 out here in the 8th inning. And the batters Minnick and Rogers. So the Raiders are going to leave it up to some big bats here to see if they can get that runner in from second base. Tyler 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a run scored. Facing Turner. First pitch is a strike called. Again, 93 miles an hour. Good fastball. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 to Tyler Minnick. Badalak, the runner at second, represents the go-ahead run. Well, he tried to get him to bite on an outside pitch, and Minnick wasn't having anything to do with that. 1-2.
Yeah, he just overthrew.
That was so far outside, the catcher just had to lunge
lucky
to get it.
Yeah. He was lucky to get a stop on that one.
1-2. And the pitch is swung on, ground ball to short. The runner will move to third, Throw to first in time. That's the second out. Badalak is at third. Good job by Minnick to advance the runner, and that's 2 outs. Badalak at third. The batter is Brent Rogers. Rogers tonight has been hit by a pitch, has walked and grounded out twice. And the right-hander's pitch is outside, ball 1. Got the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Clay Badalak at third, 2 outs. Catcher asked for time.
They've decided to intentionally walk him.
So they will put Rogers on. That's an intentional walk.
They'd rather face O'Neill than Rogers.
So Rogers goes to first. Badalak is at third. O'Neill is struck out, flied out, and grounded out, and is grounded into a fielder's choice. So he's looking for his first hit tonight.
Yeah. And Coach Nichols just said, okay, son, you're going to look fastball, look for a pitch you can drive.
First and third with 2 outs. Right-hander comes set. Outside, ball 1.
Cooper Clapp on deck.
Turner with a pitch. Way outside, ball 2. He almost threw that one away. 2-0.
If he had gotten that one away, we'd have probably scored that run and moved the runner at first into scoring position.
2 balls, no strikes to O'Neill. Turner's pitch, bouncing ball to third, foul ball, just outside the line. Fielded there by the third baseman, Kaufman.
Yeah, Kaufman is guarding the line. He can't be much more than when he sets up again here. Watch him.
2-1.
He can't be much more than, 2-3 feet off the line? If that much.
2 balls and a strike to O'Neill. First and third, 2 outs. Ball 3. Clapp is on deck.
Definitely playing no doubles at third base. If he can get one over the third baseman's head, though, the left fielder is not playing no doubles.
Ball 4 will load the bases and bring up Cooper Clapp. Clapp tonight has walked twice, singled, and grounded out. Drove in a run in the 3rd inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
They're giving him an awful lot of right center field.
Inside, ball 1. And an awful lot of room on the left side of the infield. The third baseman hanging close over there to the bag. Now we've got a timeout. And the coach, Jake Angier, wants to talk a little strategy with his infielders.
And that's what it is. That's a strategy visit because there's nobody in their bullpen.
So the base is loaded, 2 outs. Count is 1 ball and no strikes to Cooper Clapp. That's a very brief meeting. Clapp steps back in.
Well, a double here would be outstanding.
The pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Walk would be outstanding.
Anything to get a run in. 2 balls, no strikes.
Wild pitch would work.
Turner's pitch. Strike, caught the inside corner, 2-1. Badalak at third. He's been there a while. The pitch. Drive, base hit. Raiders lead. Here comes the second runner. He will score, and it's 7-5. Cooper Clapp.
Boy, he is a clutch hitter, isn't he?
Driving in 2 with a line single to right. And the Raiders lead at 7-5. That's gives him 3 runs batted in this game. Badalak scores from third. Rogers scores from second.
That intentional walk to Rogers has come back to bite him.
So now first and second with 2 outs, and the batter's Brett Von Dolen. He was the first batter Turner faced in the 7th inning and got him to strike out on a bad pitch. We'll see if Von Dolen learned anything from that at bat. First and second, 2 outs. Swinging a bouncing ball to the first baseman. He will make the play unassisted and end the inning. So that is all in the 8th. But the Raiders break the tie, come up with 2 runs, clutch bases loaded single by Cooper Clapp. 2 runs in the inning on just the 1 hit. And 2 men left on base. So we will go to the top of the 9th inning. It's the Raiders 7, New Mexico State 5. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the top of the 9th inning. It'll be Colin Kerrigan to try and nail this one down for the Raiders. Ruley, Lombardi, and Campbell will be the 3 scheduled hitters for New Mexico State.
It's 5, 6, 7 in their lineup.
First pitch is...
He tried to bunt.
Bunted and missed.
Well, everything has gone final now in Conference USA today except for this one. Jacksonville State added 2 more in the top of the 9th. That final, and Ruston, Jacksonville State 4, Louisiana Tech nothing.
Swinging a foul back. The count will go to 0-2.
He was trying to hit a 3-run homer.
Really?
So winners in Conference USA today, Liberty, 4-3 winner over FIU. Kennesaw State, an 8-1 winner over Delaware. Jacksonville State, 4-0 over Louisiana Tech.
Pitch is high, ball 1, 1-2 to Ruley.
Sam Houston at home, 1-0 winner over Western Kentucky. And Dallas Baptist, 5-4 winner over Missouri State.
Count 1-2, and the pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ruley has a double and 4 trips in this game. Right-handed batter. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Count holds at 2-2. Kerrigan asked for a new baseball.
He didn't even let the umpire have a chance at that one. He just threw it off.
Each team with
give me another one.
Each team with 7.
He didn't like that one either.
Each team has 7 hits tonight. The Raiders have 7 runs. New Mexico State with 5. 2-2.
Now he's got a baseball he's happy with.
Struck him out swinging. To keep that ball in play. 1 out in the 9th. Second strikeout for Kerrigan since coming in. The batter is Lombardi. He's walked twice, been hit by a pitch, and grounded out.
Kerrigan can get 2 more outs. He's going to be the winner here.
Pitch is outside all the way to the backstop.
He just overthrew that ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
And Dean O'Neill said, you know what? I'm not going to risk getting hurt going after that thing with nobody on.
And the pitch to the plate swung on and fouled over by the Aggie dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stay tuned for our post-game show. John will be down on the field to get some comments from Coach Myers. Might also get Cooper Claff if he's available, huh?
I'll try.
A swing and a foul.
You know how hard it is to get him to talk, though.
Well, you'll just have to use all your journalistic ability.
I'll do my best.
1-2 the count. One out here in the 9th. The Raiders leading 7-5. Kerrigan delivers. That is all 2. 2-2. Same 2 teams tomorrow at 3. We'll be on there at 2:45. The pitch. Strike 3 called.
Wow.
That was another delayed strike 3 call by the plate umpire. Maybe we just haven't seen that many strikeouts.
I guess.
Called
Neal, we've got a pinch hitter.
It will not be Campbell. It will be number 1.
Yep.
Number 1 is Jonathan Clough. Redshirt junior, bats from the right side. Clough. Clough. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1.
Well, I can see why they would send up Clough instead of Campbell. Campbell 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. And you're down to your last out here.
1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Missed outside, ball 2.
Just barely missed outside.
2-0. And the pitch. That's in there at the knees. 2 balls and a strike. Clough out of the Dominican Republic. Played junior college ball in New Mexico and now with the Aggies. Swinging a foul out of play. 2-2.
So they're down to their last strike now.
Kerrigan comes set. And a pitch.
Oh!
I was waiting for that delayed strike call, but it didn't come. That was a bid for strike 3, but it was called ball 3. 3-2. There's strike 3, and
there's your delayed call.
Kerrigan strikes out the side in the 9th, and the Raiders win it by a score of 7-5. Stay with us for our post-game show. John will be headed down to field level in just a very short time. Raiders improved now to 3-4 in the league. New Mexico State also now 3-4 in league play. We'll have the totals and highlights coming up, and also an all-field interview with Coach Jerry Myers and hopefully one of our Blue Raider players. Stay with us now. Final score, 7-5. Middle Tennessee wins it. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. Today's game is in the books, and it's time to recap today's action in the Blue Raider postgame show. Today's broadcast on the Blue Raider Network has been brought to you in part by Will Fraley, attorney at law, State Farm Insurance, and agent Andy Womack, Middle Tennessee Electric, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Jonathan Harmon, and Chip Walters. And by Las Casas Drugs. Let's head back to the ballpark for today's Blue Raider postgame show.
Raiders take the first game of this three-game series by a score of 7-5. The official box not available yet, but I'll give you what we've got from our book for Middle Tennessee. There we go. I think it just came through. For the Raiders, 7 runs on 7 hits. They committed no errors and left 10 men on base. And for New Mexico State, 5 runs on 7 hits. They committed 2 errors and they stranded 11. And this was a game that was tight from the beginning. We had a brisk wind blowing in from the center field fence, which kind of cut down the opportunity for home runs in this game, as the wind was just holding balls in the park and holding them up. But the Raiders got on the board first in the 3rd inning. A leadoff walk to Tyler Minnick, a fielder's choice, and Minnick went to second, and then Brett Von Dolen segled to right. Before that, Cooper Clapp drove in a run on a ground ball, and the Raiders led 1-0. New Mexico State tied it in the 4th, 1-1. They went ahead 3-1 with 2 in the 5th. Raiders came back with 3 in the 5th and took the lead by a score of 4-3. And I think John has got Cooper Clapp, whose hit proved to be the game winner. So let's go down to field level. John?
Okay, we're down on the field with Cooper Clapp. You love those late inning pressure situations, don't you?
Yes, sir. I don't mind them.
Well, when you're in a situation like that, the ball game is on the line. What's going through your mind in the box?
Just staying calm, being ready to hit a strike.
Your dad was here tonight. What's it mean to have your dad watching that?
I mean, just another game. I'm glad that he got to come and take a little bit of time out of his season that he's about to start. So I'm glad he got to come. I'm glad he got to see a win.
And he's on his way back to St. Louis now, huh?
Yes, sir, in the morning.
All right, so you get a big conference win, though. That's not just another ball game.
Yes, sir. We got 2 more.
All right, so are you watching the scoreboard at this point, seeing who's doing what, or are you just paying attention to your own business?
No, we're just taking it 1 pitch at a time.
Okay, and so now you come back tomorrow and do it again?
Yes, sir. That's the plan.
Right. Okay. Let me talk to Coach Myers now. Thank you, Cooper. I'm well. Good way to start a weekend.
Yeah, you're just talking with Cooper Clapp right there, and he came up big when we needed him to, and kept the game kind of under control for the most part. We had some opportunities where we didn't cash in, and had some big at-bats right in front of Coop to put us in that scenario. A couple of borderline disciplined takes that allowed us to load the bases there and get another left-handed hitter up, which you saw how they walked Rogers there because they wanted to face the righty. Dean's at-bat where he didn't chase but just once during that at-bat and made the guy throw strikes. Got Coop to the plate, and he came through big. We did a nice job all the way around offensively at times, but just couldn't get that big hit, and it's kind of the one we've been needing to get, and we finally got it today.
A Friday night win, though, is always a good sign for the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, Friday night's usually the emotional game. It's the one that, if you can kind of settle in and play the way, typically you haven't played on Wednesday, Thursday, and there's some, excitement, extra excitement going into Friday, and usually the key is to get, settled down and to keep the game at the speed that you want it to be at, and, being in a close game all the way through, it's tough, but, we had a good opportunity there and made the most of it here at home, so we got to keep it going.
Okay, congratulations, Coach. Back up to you, Dick.
All right, thank you, John. Thanks to Cooper Clapp, the star of our game today with a game-winning hit, and to Coach Jerry Myers for those comments. We'll take a break, come back to recap it for you on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Welcome back into our post-game shows. The Raiders win tonight by a score of 7-5. We were taking you through the ball game when we broke for our post-game interviews. The Raiders were leading by a score of 4-3 after 6 innings, but New Mexico State came up in the 7th inning and scored a pair of runs. Landon Birch had to come out. John Michael Pickens came in and got the fire out, but not before New Mexico State took a 5-4 lead. The Raiders then in the bottom of the 7th inning tied the ball game up on a double by Nathan Brewer, which scored Cooper Clapp, who had drawn a one-out walk, and that made it a 5-5 game. And then in the bottom of the 8th inning, after Colin Kerrigan came in to help the Raiders get out of a jam in the top of the inning, in the bottom of the 8th inning, the first batter, Clay Bandalack, drew a walk. He was sacrificed to second base by Nork, and then Tyler Minnick grounded out. That moved Bandalack to third with one out. Brett Rogers stepped in, took one pitch, and then he was intentionally put on base. That put runners at first and third with 2 outs. Dean O'Neill then drew a walk, and that loaded the bases for Cooper Clapp, and his 2-out single to right field. It was a line drive and brought in 2 runs, which proved to be the winning margin tonight, 7-5, the final score. John's back up in the booth, and that was a pretty happy young man you talked to down there on the field, huh?
You know what? Getting him to say much of anything is difficult, but yeah, he was happy, and just another game. No, that was not just another game.
I didn't know his dad was here watching tonight.
I did not either until as I was getting ready to talk to him, I said, your dad must be back in St. Louis listening. No, he's here.
So,
yeah.
He's the first base coach for the Cardinals, and he'll be rejoining them tomorrow. But the Raiders win the first game of this 3-game series by a score of 7-5. Hitting heroes for the Raiders. Of course, you have to think of Cooper Clapp with the game-winning hit. Brett Von Dolen had 2 hits, drove in a run, and Clay Bandalack from his number 9 position had 2 hits and scored what amounted to the winning run there in the 9th inning. For New Mexico State, Tuckless was the only player with more than one hit. Pitching for the Raiders, Chandler Alderman goes 4 innings, gives up 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, and 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Landon Birch goes 2 1/3, gives up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. John Michael Pickens comes in, goes an inning, no runs, no hits. He walked 3, but he struck out 3. And then Colin Kerrigan, who is the winning pitcher, goes an inning and 2/3. No runs, no hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Gets his second win of the season. He is now 2-1. And the last pitcher for New Mexico State, Jack Turner, takes the loss. He is now 2-3. The time of the game, 2 hours and 30 minutes. The attendance, 890. I don't know where they were hiding.
I think they were counting season tickets. What do you think?
The Raiders win it by a score 7-5. Middle Tennessee is now 14-12. Overall, 3-4 in Conference USA. New Mexico State is now 11-14 overall, also 3-4 in Conference USA. And the same 2 teams will square off tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We'll be on the air with our pregame show at 2:45. Look for Drew Horn to draw the start tomorrow. You want to go down those finals for the last time, John?
Sure. First final today was FIU was at Liberty. Liberty a 4-3 winner. Kennesaw State visiting at Delaware. Kennesaw State an 8-1 winner. Jacksonville State improves to 7-0 with a 4-0 win at Ruston against Louisiana Tech. Western Kentucky on the downside of a 1-0 loss at Sam Houston. And Dallas Baptist defends the home field with a 5-4 win over Missouri State. The Lady Raiders were down in Huntsville, Texas against Sam Houston and took it on the chin 2-0.
Yeah, and our women's tennis team lost a match at Kennesaw today by a 4-3 count. Men's tennis playing William and Mary tonight, have not got a result on that one. So that's going to just about wrap it up for us here, high above Reese Smith Field, as the Raiders win 7-5 over New Mexico State. We'll see you again tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock game time, 2:45 for the pregame show. For John Callow, this is Dick Palmer. Thank you so much for joining us and wishing you a pleasant good evening from the ballpark.
Thanks for listening to today's Middle Tennessee State University baseball game. Today's game has been produced by Van Wagner College through the facilities of WGNS Radio. The content of today's game is owned by Van Wagner College and the Blue Raider Network and may not be reproduced without expressed written permission of Middle Tennessee State University and Van Wagner College. Be sure to join us next time for more Middle Tennessee baseball here on the Blue Raider Network on WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.